Have you ever wondered what the most destructive storms in the world are? They leave an indelible mark, their power measured not just in wind speeds, but in the devastation they leave behind. The true scale of a storm's destructiveness is gauged by the lives lost, the extent of property damage, and the long-term environmental impact. These catastrophic events are stark reminders of nature's unforgiving force and our vulnerability. Now, let's get into the countdown, starting with number 10. Coming in at number 10 is the Great New England Hurricane of 1938. This monstrous storm swept across the northeastern United States with a vengeance. The fierce winds and torrential rains claimed over 600 lives and inflicted damage that would be valued in today's terms at over $5 billion. Entire towns were wiped off the map, and the landscape of New England was forever altered. A stark reminder of nature's raw power and unpredictability. Moving on to number 9. At number 9 we have Typhoon Nina from 1975. This storm unleashed a fury that shook Taiwan and China to their cores. Nina's wrath was particularly felt when it led to the failure of the Banqiao Dam. The dam's collapse caused catastrophic flooding, resulting in unimaginable destruction. Entire towns were swept away and countless lives were lost in an instant. The aftermath was a stark reminder of the sheer power and unpredictability of nature. Next up, number 8. A Cyclone Nargis from 2008 takes the number 8 spot. This storm was a tragedy of immense proportions, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake in Myanmar. The scale of devastation was staggering, with a death toll that soared into the hundreds of thousands. The cyclone left communities shattered, and the country struggling to recover from the shocking loss of life and widespread ruin. Nargis is a poignant reminder of the terrifying power that storms can wield. Let's move on to number 7. We're halfway through our countdown with numbers 7 to 5. At number 7 we have the infamous Hurricane Katrina. This beast of a storm left the Gulf Coast of the United States in ruins in 2005, causing over $100 billion in damage. Just edging out Katrina for the 6th spot is the Galveston Hurricane of 1900. This storm is considered the deadliest in U.S. history, with an estimated death toll between 6,000 to 12,000 individuals. The storm surge inundated the city, leaving little in its wake. Lastly on this segment we have Super Typhoon Haiyan holding the 5th spot. Also known as Yolanda, it is one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded. In 2013 it devastated parts of Southeast Asia, particularly the Philippines, with Tacloban City being the hardest hit. These storms remind us of the terrifying power of nature and the devastation it can cause. Now we're getting into the top 4 most destructive storms in recorded history. We're now entering the top 4, where the storms become truly devastating. Claiming our 4th spot is the infamous Super Typhoon Haiyan. Striking the Philippines in November 2013, this storm's wind speeds reached an astonishing 315 kilometers per hour. The destruction was immense, leaving over 6,000 people dead and causing long-lasting damage to communities. Moving to the 3rd place, we find the Great Galveston Hurricane. This storm, which hit Texas in September 1900, is considered one of the deadliest in U.S. history. The storm surge submerged the city of Galveston, leading to unimaginable destruction, and claiming the lives of between 6,000 to 12,000 individuals. In the 2nd place we encounter the catastrophic Hurricane Katrina. Hitting the Gulf Coast of the United States in August 2005, Katrina caused widespread destruction and resulted in a tragic loss of over 1,800 lives. Finally, we've arrived at the most destructive storm in recorded history. The most destructive storm in recorded history is the Bola cyclone from 1970. This catastrophic cyclone swept over the low-lying islands of Bangladesh and India, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. The cyclone's fierce winds, coupled with a high storm surge, resulted in extensive property damage. Homes, crops, and infrastructure were obliterated, leaving millions of people homeless. But the property damage pales in comparison to the staggering loss of life. It's estimated that up to 500,000 people lost their lives to the Bola cyclone, making it the deadliest storm in human history. The cyclone's impact was amplified by the region's high population density and the lack of proper warning systems and infrastructure to withstand such a calamity. The Bola cyclone stands as a grim reminder of the immense power of nature and the importance of disaster preparedness. That concludes our countdown of the top 10 most destructive storms in the world. So, there you have it, the top 10 most destructive storms. Each has left a significant mark on our world, causing unprecedented damage and loss. The sheer scale of these disasters underscores the crucial importance of preparedness and swift response. From the great New England hurricane to the devastating Bola cyclone, we are reminded of the raw power of nature. Remember, understanding these storms is the first step in protecting ourselves and our planet. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.